Into Olympus we go. "35 comment shards. I forgot how many comment shards I have. Alright. People have always turned their gaze skyward. In ancient times, they saw gods dwelling in the heavens. I have not checked how many comment shards I got. But I've not farmed because I have not done the free quest for Atlantis at all yet, because I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So, but I do plan on doing them later, just to finish them off. But yeah, I've not touched my comment shards. I don't believe. I don't know how much I got. For many long years, the sky was a sacred domain that remained ever beyond reach. But then, at one point, we... Oh, how many? Oh, Dioscuri? I just got one Dioscuri. Proper human history began to see untold possibility in the vast space beyond the sky. From then on, it was no longer a mystery to be feared, but a riddle to be solved. That's right. We will use every tool we can, our minds, especially to discover what makes you tick. We will never stop again, not until we have claimed the heavens for ourselves. We will turn our gaze skyward, and one day, we will bring down the gods. Ominous. Beyond the Great Pit. An impossibly enormous structure floats on the other side of the vast ocean, the texture that covers the planet's surface. As seen from the main monitor of the storm border, currently soaring through the air, the structure appears to be a place inhabited by thousands, if not millions, of people.
Is that a city?
Senpai, look! Up in the sky!
Better take a drink for this one. Ah, there we go. Atop the sprawling city sits another enormous structure. Above that, great mountains of translucent crystal loom even higher. And there, beyond the crystalline peaks, lies the very thing they've been searching for. You literally just finished Atlantis. Oof. Yeah, because usually when they have like the Chaldea broadcast station, so that usually means they're gonna release the new chapter that very same day. Sad AF. Oof. The roots of cosmic fantasies stretching out into space.
That's the Tree of Emptiness. That's the Tree of Emptiness we saw from Atlantis. But that's not the only thing that surprised me. I never would have dreamed that there could be such a massive hollow space underneath the Great Pit. It doesn't look subterranean either. It's more like an entirely different world.
This is the true surface of the Earth. While it no doubt would appear to be the bowels of the Earth from up on Atlantis, it is, in fact, the true face of this Atlantic Lostbelt. Atlantis itself is mere camouflage. In proper human histories, Greek mythology, the age of man was ushered in through two great wars known as... Two great wars known as Machia. But what is going on in this Lostbelt? How is it able to control this space to such a degree? How is it able to advance this far? It appears to operate in the same manner as the Chinese Lostbelt in that it fully embraces its Tree of Emptiness, but the manner in which it does so is wholly opposite to the Chinese Lostbelts. While the Chinese Lostbelt hid its tree of emptiness completely, here it has been allowed to flourish to the greatest possible extent. At least, that's what it looks like. That part down by the base must be the city. Yeah, it looks just like something you'd see in a science fiction novel. It's easily as impressive as the pictures of proper human history's skyscrapers Sion showed me. I can't tell what the exact dimensions of this city are just from looking at it, but it's safe to say that there are at least 10 million people living here, minimum.
10 million people.
So, this is where our attack on the Atlantic Lostbelt really begins. Indeed, it would seem we truly have our work cut out for us. That, of course, is as true here in this fifth of the seven hells as it ever was. And as Da Vinci said before, we cannot blind ourselves to the cost of our actions, not even for a moment. That being said, how one reacts to such a cost depends entirely on the individual. Gonna go back to work. Give Wodime a walloping for me. Well, if we can get that far, yeah, we'll do that. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Crown. By the way, are you gonna be going to Springfest? And I, for one, am delighted by how you have all held on to your humanity in the face of such adversity.
Computer room here. Sorry to interrupt, but I just finished scanning our vicinity. And just like I expected, the atmosphere here is just chock full of magical energy. So this is the Age of Gods. The magical energy density is at least on par with our records of the Seventh Singularity, if not higher.
Oh, are you serious? But the Seventh Singularity was in Mesopotamia during proper human history's Age of Gods.
Yeah, gonna try not to yell too much because we have people sleeping.
And you're telling me this place exceeds its magical energy density?
Your teammates can't make it. Damn, that sucks. Well, me, my brother, and our other friend will be over there too.
Something just forced its way into our comms line.
It's not from the Wandering Sea. This is...
Look up ahead. The signal's coming from that colossal structure.
Fear us. Praise us. For you gaze upon mighty Olympus, the name of this lost belt I rule, given in honor of our great ark that has crossed the ocean of space. Now prostrate yourselves and weep before me. For this grand throne of the gods is not meant for the eyes of such insignificant specks as you.
What's going on? This voice is so heavy.
This pressure is immense, and he's not even here in person. It's as powerful as a spell designed to attack the mind. Da Vinci, quick! Raise all bounded fields output before something happens to Yusaku or Munier. Got it! Now then. Between this immense pressure and this manner of speech, it looks like they're rolling out the biggest of big guns. If I'm not mistaken, this must be...
My name is Zeus. Oh, here he is. Zeus, the king of the gods. I rule over this ancient ocean. I rule this grand interstellar city. I rule over all. I am the king of the Atlantic Lostbelt. Well, damn, dude.
Zeus? I was going to say one of the 12 Olympians, but no matter. This is, unfortunately, the worst of the possible scenarios I predicted, of all the gods to come out and greet us. So that's the Zeus of this Lostbelt. I already had a good idea of this thanks to the Poseidon we saw in Atlantis, but... Indeed, this king of the gods may be very different from the one in proper human history, but deep down they are fundamentally the same. The supreme being of Greek mythology, the winner of both Makia wars, and the one who rules over the 12 Olympians. Not merely a divine spirit, but a genuine god who once existed right here on Earth. His deep ties to both concrete and abstract planes mean that he is one of the phenomena shaping the very world itself. To put it another way, the king of the gods of myth is, in a very real sense, the closest thing there is to a ruler of the entire planet.
Then, does that mean he's like Skadi in the Scandinavian Lostbelt? Or Arjuna in the Indian Lostbelt?
Unfortunately, no.
The combat data we collected from Artemis and Poseidon alone speaks volumes. We were able to weaken Arjuna's divinity by attacking the faith he engendered. But we definitely won't be able to do the same with these gods. Their existence is fundamentally different. Their godly functionality is a part of their core being. Just look at the Theos Chironomia if you need proof. The functionality is what makes them gods. Nothing can be done to alter that. And Zeus is the one who stands above all the others.
So what are you two trying to say? That Zeus is more powerful than any other foe we've faced to date?
That can't be possibly true. Don't you remember how tough Arjuna was? He was a monster who absorbed every god in India. How can anything entire orders of magnitude more powerful than him even exist?
If, like Artemis and Poseidon, Zeus has continuously ruled over this planet since ancient times without changing his very nature, then he is, without a doubt, in a league of his own. For you see, the ancient dramatist, Aeschylus once described Zeus. Sorry, I forgot. I was in Greece before, I read that name before, but I just forgot its pronunciation now, so. Sorry. Once it has Zeus, as the omnipotent and omniscient god of justice. An omnipotent king of the gods.
Foe! This is getting really bonkers, foe. I'm going to go be in my toilet, foe.
Omnipotent? As in all-powerful?
Oh, come now. How could he possibly be omnipotent? Zeus is strong, yes, but he's known for being sneaky and lecherous. He used to take any old animal or person he came across and tossed them up into the sky as constellations. He also, wields Thunderbolts said to be capable of incinerating the entire universe. Foe, please, foe. Does not like the sound of that, foe.
Is that true, Captain? Come on, give it to us straight.
You're half god on Poseidon's side, right? Just what the hell are the Olympic gods? Are they just like the myths say, or are they something entirely different? Because if Zeus really does have the authority to destroy the whole universe... I don't know, okay? I mean, I can say that my father wasn't a machine. But if this Lostbelt developed along an entirely different timeline than the one we know, then it wouldn't surprise me if Zeus turned out to be a machine god, just like Poseidon was. It's Artemis and Poseidon. They're all machines. If these gods are the embodiment of this planet's concrete and abstract and possess the same abilities, properties, and authority described in the mythology, and if on top of that, they also possess powerful mechanical bodies, then I suppose maybe those machines were always their true bodies, even in proper human history? Hey, Mimian. Hello, Mr. Wackoff. I mean, hello, Connor. What? Seriously? And if that's the case, that would mean this Lostbelt is...
Captain?
Oh, right. Anyway, if he is omnipotent, and he seems to be, then he's the strongest being in Olympus. So it's safe to assume he has authority powerful and all-encompassing enough to merit leading the other 12 Olympians.
You remind me of Connor vibes. And it was because of how me and Hana argued and stuff too, right?
I don't know exactly what he's like here, but in the Age of Gods, I know he was definitely the top dog. So if at all possible, I'd really rather not face him head on.
Obviously, by any means. Damn, dude.
Exactly. He's not someone we want to go head-to-head with. It'd be one thing if there was a way to snuff out all of his demiurge-class divinity, like we did in Scandinavia and India. But when it's an honest-to-goodness genuine god we're talking about, that's just not gonna work.
Foe! I need to go hide in my little foe house, foe. Yes, I built a foe house. Don't judge foe.
Foe?
What was that? Some kind of turbulence?
Zeus, huh? Ain't scared by some sexual feasting scumbag. Yeah, Zeus was a horny fuck. Now fall. Insignificant ones. All hands, brace for impact. Thunderbolts. No, these are great Thunderbolts.
These magical energy levels are bonkers. Every single bolt is ginormous.
Wait, you're kidding me. They're all as strong as Artemis cannons? Or Artemis's cannon? Banging every freaking girl in sight. I hate Zeus, to be honest. Oh boy. Give me a sec.
Oh, come the hell on! I've heard of power creep, but this is nuts! Munir, do whatever you must to make sure those things don't hit us. We've only just got this new ship.
Wait. Checking hull readings now. I was right. They're all missing us. But how? Looks like our emergency scattering worked, Da Vinci.
Hell yeah, it did.
Zeus itself is the hardest battle in this Lostbelt. Well, yeah, I hope not, though. But if you did the JP version, I would appreciate no spoilers. More like a joke.
All be excellent work, Captain. Technical advisor. You're both far more useful than Aquapazzo there. So what was that gizmo just now, anyway? Some sort of secret defensive system you put together when I wasn't looking?
Yep, pretty much. It's basically a kind of spirit origin chaff grenade that uses extremely high-performance dummy spirit origins to throw off enemy attacks. I only just finished putting it together before I went down the Great Pit. It's a Thornporter's latest defense.
I don't spoil, but I want to legit say that his battle isn't the hardest in this Lostbelt. I guess that's good then.
I might not be able to finish it in time for showdown with Artemis, but it's designed to even defend against attacks from orbit. And as you just saw, it works brilliantly. None of that lightning is hitting us directly.
Whoa.
You're the best, Da Vinci.
You know it.
That's right. Our Stormporter's amazing.
This is just a kind of dream ship. Give me a sec.
I would have imagined Captain Nemo and the Atlas Institute could come up with if they work together. Not even Zeus's Thunderbolts can touch us. You see that, Zeus? This is what proper Human History's Mages Association can do when we set our minds to it.
I want to face the real Zeus and Poseidon, but, I mean, this is an alternate timeline, really, pretty much.
Now, all that being said, would you mind if I brought up a different issue? I know we're managing to fight a brilliant mid-air battle at the moment, but technically, the ship is still falling, right? I knew it.
Of course we're technically falling. I'm doing my damnedest to slow our fall down with the propulsion system and inertia controls, but I can't change the fact that this is a boat. Of course, it's not going to work right anywhere. Of course, it's not going to work. Of course, it's not going to work right anywhere. That's not on sea, underwater, or void space.
You Mash, get to your seats and don't move a muscle. Keep an eye on the monitors.
Sick. Well, you're a whaler. I don't even think Zeus is even a problem for you, even. I mean, I just got NP5 Canis, and I also got that DL Scurry.
Look for any body of water we could use for an emergency landing. Sea, lake, pond, anything.
Roger that.
Dodging Zeus's Thunderbolts won't do us much good if we just end up being dashed to pieces on the ground. We need to keep the Stormboarder and myself safe at any cost.
See, there you go, whaler life. I mean, they came to me really quickly, though. I mean, one 11 shot got me two Canises, and then later on I got DL Scurry shortly after, and then a couple 11 shots later I got two more Canises, and then I did another one, then I got a Canis again, so now Canis MP5.
True. Every aspect of this border is undoubtedly at the cutting edge of proper human history technology. However, with the supreme being of a mythological system so advanced that they've had futuristic technology like nanomachines for thousands of years, really misses first strike. Then again, what if...
Captain! Da Vinci!
Open the engine up full throttle. It's not safe to be up in the air like this. Nearby body of water or not, we need to land while the chaff is still working. There. Target spotted for 4,000 meters below. We can use these trees in that forest to cushion our descent. Set inertia control to 7 o'clock. Point the bow downward. Unfurl the zero sail by 80%.
Got it. I'll handle the controls. All you Marines, get to your post now. Aye, aye, ma'am. We'll blast away out of here like a giant marlin.
Keep scattering the spirit origin chaff as we descend. Once we're 1,000 meters from the target landing point, pitch the bow up. All hands brace for impact. It's going to be a bumpy landing.
Oh, this G-force is intense. Feels like my gut's about to come clean off. Why are we going down this fast, Captain? I thought the spirit origin chaff was keeping us safe.
An elementary deduction, Goldolf. True, the Stormboarder's new weaponry is a force to be reckoned with. However, take a look at the gale of Thunderbolts and consider this. What if Zeus is still holding back, and this is just what he considers warning shots?
Warning shots? Do you mean he still has yet to actually attack us? Then we're all as good as dead. They might call me Phoenix, but that doesn't mean I can fly out of here. Come on, everyone, hurry. We need to get out of this airspace as soon as possible.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Damn, it's no use. I can't dodge every bolt. We're going to take a direct hit. Munier, take the helm.
Huh? Me?
Senpai!
Brace yourselves, everyone.
Oof. Yeah, we never catch a break. day to bring down the gods. Interstellar mountainous city, Olympus. Do 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 do. Okay, the gliding point. Okay, with no battles though, but give me 1 sec, folks. I'm gonna refill my drink, so I'll be right back. Okay, I return. Oh, damn. Well, I'm not gonna scream that one. Ah! Sorry. Yeah, I can't really scream that loud because it's late.
Shit, shit, shit! How am I supposed to emergency land a freaking battleship when I've never done it before? And why am I the one taking the helm? The hell are you doing, Captain? Rah! All hands, make sure you're strapped in tight!
Yeah, any like loud screams I can't really do right now since it's very it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey, we stopped. I'm alive, I think.
Master, are you alright?
I'm fine. What about you, Mash? All thanks to my seatbelt.
I'm alright. I remained on standby and I have sitting posture so I can be ready for a worst case scenario. And I guess it worked out.
Good. It looks like we stuck the emergency landing. Next, shut down the magical reactors 1 through 3, and hurry. If Zeus notices their magical energy, he'll come after us.
Already done. Captain, would you mind taking care of the ship's camouflage?
Don't worry, I'm on it. In fact, I'm already done. Since I disguised the ship right before we landed, the enemy shouldn't have seen where we wound up. Hurry up with the cloaking. They may not be able to see us, but they could still detect our magical energy.
Aye, sir!
Alright, now that things have settled down, let's assess our current situation. After Zeus attacked the storm border, we made an emergency landing near Olympus's western perimeter. By deploying optical camouflage around the ship, we were able to evade visual detection during the landing. We've also shut down the border's motive power, namely the magical reactors, and surrounded the entire hull with a concealing bounded field to prevent the enemy from detecting its magical energy. Oh, excuse me. This should mean we've successfully landed the ship in Olympus, with the enemy none the wiser as to our location, at least theoretically.
First off, great work, everyone. You should all be proud that we made it out of that without having to resort to a dangerous zero sail. After all, in the worst case, a zero sail taken without the necessary precautions could wipe us all out. Really, the few times we managed to pull one off were basically miracles. Phew. Anyway, the important thing is, I'm glad we're all okay.
It just goes to show what an excellent machine the Stormborder truly is. It can evade an omnipotent god's Thunderbolts. It can dive into void space. If we brought it back to proper human history, it would be the greatest technological revolution of all time.
That will never happen. The ship couldn't exist in a world where humanity was flourishing like it's supposed to. It's only in this completely bleached world that my Nautilus Noble Phantasm's Sion Pseudo Spiritron armor, aka the Hermes skin, Hephaestus' nanomachines, and Chaldea's engineering could all come together like this. The only reason the Stormboard exists at all is to defeat the foreign god. It won't have a purpose beyond that.
Oh, I see. I suppose that's true, isn't it?
But that doesn't change the fact that it's still a great dependable ship.
Indeed, you're spot on there. I'm glad to see you understand, Yusaku. At any rate, we can't let everything we did in Atlantis be for nothing. And we certainly wouldn't want to be able to look at the Atlanteans in the eye if we got ourselves shot down before we even landed the ship.
I know I kind of paused right there.
We'll need to be ready and use all available resources. Have you finished replenishing your command spells? All the precious backup command spells we saved up in case we needed them for a huge battle. And we're just going to use them up like it's nothing.
All replenished, sir.
Good. Now that things have come to this, we'll have to use every resource at our disposal. After all, we still have a crucial mission we need to carry out.
Right. We must absolutely cut down the tree of emptiness here in Olympus.
Tell me, technical advisor, how safe do you think we are right now?
Good question. From the scans of the surrounding area, I'd say we lucked out. I'm guessing this area we're in now is in the outskirts of Olympus. There are almost no buildings here. There's no sign of any natives, and I don't see a single soldier or defensive weapon anywhere. We can thank Munir for his choice of landing spot, since he was the one handling the controls on such short notice.
I agree. I would have landed the ship myself, but I had my hands full coordinating with the Nemo series. Great job, Munir. When we have a chance later, I'll give you a proper lesson on how to steer the ship.
Well, what can I say? It was pretty impressive if I do say so myself, but still. Sure, I got a little panic when you first asked me to take over, but I figured things would work out if I just stuck to my usual game plan.
You made the right call.
I can't really take the credit. The Stormboard did all the hard work. I just kept it stable. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out, Captain.
You definitely did. I was planning to station a Marine in the cockpit, but now I won't have to. So I'll have one to spare now. I'll assign him to ship cleaning duty instead.
Good. Keeping the ship clean at all times will be great. It will be a great boost to morale. Well, Administrative Advisor, the bad news. I know well enough by now that it can't all be good.
Right you are, Director. You really are getting the hang of this. Now that we shut down all of our magical reactors, restarting them will take some time. Which means, of course, that we are effectively stuck here for the time being. That means no zero sail either.
Oh, I see.
I mean, at least they should have a hard time finding us here, right?
Right. As long as we remain hidden, the odds of them detecting us should be low.
Right. As long as we're unable to start up the ship's engine at a moment's notice, we'll be... Yeah, as long as we're unable to start the ship's engine at a moment's notice, we'll be out to sea without a lifeboat if we're spotted again. If we end up taking several of those supercharged magical energy attacks head-on without even any of our defensive mechanisms to shield us, well... I don't even want to think about it. Uh-oh. Captain!
Huh?
Captain, why'd you collapse like that? Are you okay? I'm sorry. It looks like Zeus's great Thunderbolts were even more powerful than we thought. The one that hit us didn't damage the ship too badly, but it did damage my spirit core.
Oh no! Does this mean those Thunderbolts are actually anti-servant attacks?
It's a good thing only one of them hit us. If even one more of those had struck, we might have ended up losing our new ship. Oh, shh. I did not mean to do that. This is pathetic. I don't even have the strength to stand.
Damn it, get Nemo Nurse in here on the double. Make sure Captain's as comfortable as possible.
Right.
Does this mean you're injured as well, Da Vinci? Looks that way. I thought I was just feeling off thanks to all the magical energy I used for the chaff and the concealing spell. But since I was acting as the Stormboarder's CPU, I got hit. I guess I actually got just as hurt as the captain. I think I'd better rest up for a while, too.
Da Vinci? Easy there. Good, I caught her in time.
Thanks for the nurse call. Is it an emergency?
I'll say. Thanks for coming, Nemo.
It's Captain and Da Vinci. The former collapsed and the latter's totally drained. Please hurry.
Foe. I don't feel like eating today, foe.
Holmes, Meunier, how are Da Vinci and the captain doing?
They're both asleep now. Well, I say asleep, but it's more like what we did back in Scandinavia. They're in the recovery pods I used at the time. They may seem fine on the surface, but the spirit cores have both suffered significant damage. It may take them a few days, but don't worry. We expect them both to make full recoveries. To put it in modern parlance, this will be no big deal. Well, that's a relief.
Yes, it is. It's too bad we can't visit them while they're in the pods, but I'm still glad to hear they'll be okay.
Quite so. Ideally, I'd prefer to wait for their full recovery before we begin our plan of attack in earnest, but...
Indeed. We have neither the time nor the mental capacity to spare for that. Both the captain and the technical advisor fulfilled their duties spectacularly. Yes, they may be useless for the time being, but no matter. Their recovery takes priority. Meanwhile, the two of us who remain have an obligation to make the most of this opportunity they've given us. Namely...
Make a move before we're found, right?
Exactly. By this point, I suppose there was no need for me to say anything after all, was there? Alright, as the new director of Chaldea, and the commander of the Stormboarder, here are my orders. Master Yusaku, Mash Kyrielite, his faithful servant. There is still much we don't know about our situation, but even so, I'll need you two to head out. While I'm afraid we won't be able to support you as normal with our technical advisor incapacitated. Myself, Meunier, and our administrative advisor will do our best to fill her shoes in the meantime. Your sole objective for now is to explore this Lostbelt and recruit other proper human history servants. At least this time we won't be at a complete disadvantage thanks to the vanguard that got here ahead of us. Once you find the heroic spirits that came here from Atlantis, the tide is sure to turn swiftly in our favor. If we're going to defeat that detestable Kishtaria, cut down that preposterously huge tree of emptiness. Oh man. And destroy that incredibly dangerous Zeus. You'll need to meet up with them first. Let's get going, Mash.
Right, Master.
I've just run a scan of our vicinity, and I'm afraid the circumstances are very much not in our favor. Unfortunately, we will be no more. Excuse me. Unfortunately, we will be no more able to bolster our ranks via summoning circle here than we were in Atlantis. Every last ley line for kilometers is under intense observation. They are too man-made, or perhaps I should say God-made, to be of use to us. Suffice to say, we won't be able to secure the magical energy necessary to summon and maintain new heroic spirits while here in Olympus. I'm afraid we'll have to be content with using the spirit origin graph for temporarily combat-only summons.
Foe! I need to use the bathroom, foe. All the more reason you need to find the heroic spirits who came here ahead of us as soon as possible. With the forces we have, we won't be able to keep ourselves safe, let alone accomplish the mission.
It would have made things a lot easier if we could have summoned more combat-ready heroic spirits from that ley line. But I guess that was too much to hope for, just like in Atlantis. Well, in the meantime, I don't know how much these will help, but here, these are for you two.
Thanks, Manier, but what are they?
They're disguise kits. Well, a kind of mystic code, really, that Da Vinci made in secret based off of the Atlanteans. Basically, they use magecraft to deceive onlookers, both optically and perceptually, giving you two the same effect as wearing the disguise without actually having to put one on. She said they make use of the same disguise principles as Holmes' noble phantasm. They should let you disguise yourselves as residents of Olympus and gather the information we need. Right, I know this is business as usual for you guys by now, but still, be careful. The silver lining here is that your magical energy readings are the same as any other humans. Apparently, even Mash only has a tiny bit of servant aura about her right now. So hey, in that sense, they should make it a lot easier to sneak in than it would be if you were bringing servants along.
That's true. Under these circumstances, the risk of a hostile servant noticing me or senpai should be very low. So if all goes well, they should give us the chance we need to rendezvous with the heroic spirits who got here before us.
But that being said, you'll still be at a major disadvantage if you do end up in a fight. So don't lean on disguise kits too heavily, okay? Then again, you're both old hand now with ray shifts and Lostbelt, so I'm sure you already know that.
Director! What is it, Administrative Advisor?
I have two suggestions I'd like you to hear. The first is that we send the combat and environmental information we've gathered to date to the Wandering Sea in a data packet. And for the second, well, I think discretion would be the best course for this one.
What's this now? Careful, I'm quite ticklish, you know. What's that? Are you serious, Administrative Advisor? But that's... Surely you can't.
Director, do you remember the border guards that Olympus kept under his command?
I mean, Odysseus.
The Odysseus kept under his command. There we go. I'm quite certain that your concerns, while understandable, are nevertheless unwarranted.
It's incredibly risky, but I can't deny that it also makes a lot of sense. All right. As the director of Novum Chaldea, I can't have my subordinates be the only ones putting themselves in danger to restore proper human history. Very well, Administrative Advisor. I accept your proposal.
Thank you. I had every confidence you would make the right decision.
Foe? What do my eyes and ears spy, foe?
What are you guys talking about? I'm afraid the time is not yet right. Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough.
Oh, I haven't heard you say that in a long time, Holmes.
This is no laughing matter if you ask me. Jeez. Alright, once again, Yusaku, Mash Kyrielite, as Director of Novum Chaldea, here are your orders. You two are to leave the border at once and make your way to the city of Olympus. Once you are inside, find out where the other proper human history servants are and meet up with them post-haste. After you have secured an adequate fighting force, you are to cut down the fifth tree of emptiness. Roger that.
Understood. We'll go begin our Olympus investigation right now.
Foe! I will come along, foe, because I just made a pretty nasty mess, foe. Hey, Fallen, how's it going? Okay, one more in section 1. Ah. And here we go. Yeah, I still need to upload my my final Pokemon Arceus video. Probably do that in the morning, hopefully. Directly beneath the 5th Tree of Emptiness, Magellan. Doing good. Just got my final results and I passed. Hey, good job, Fallen. Good job. Interstellus Mountainous City of Olympus. Great Orbital Shrine Olympia, Dodona, the center of its operations. Oh, Europa.
A revelation is upon us. A revelation is upon us.
I never got her yet.
Now is the time of revelation. Gather round, O noble gods of Olympus. He has ruled the heavens since the dawn of time, emerging triumphant in no less than 4 Machia. By day he rules over the clear blue skies. By night he conquers what lies beyond them. He is the wielder of the great Thunderbolts, capable of shattering stars, galaxies, even the very universe. Authorities no less than Uranus and Cronus themselves will bow to his will. He is the great Demiurge, the one who wields the Cronus crown for all eternity. Now behold the words of the almighty Zeus.
I trust all are here.
Indeed they are, my lord.
Oh, damn. What deal, scurry? Hey, Yorokobe. Oh god, it's them. Rejoice, my fellow gods. Rejoice, gods from foreign lands. All is proceeding according to my will. The seeds I planted have grown brilliantly, disturbed neither by chill rain nor merciless rays of sun. Tree of Emptiness Magellan, no, Atlas, the World Tree, is about to bloom.
Glory to almighty Zeus!
Congratulations, Father.
That's wonderful, Father. Congratulations.
We must restore mythology to its rightful place. This Lostbelt's divine power must not remain relegated to Olympus. It must spread across the world. Across every bit of bleached white land. If humans were unable to save it, then the task falls to the gods instead. I shall use all the power I wield to save this world in the place of those gods who left during proper human history. For it is still far too soon to lose the intelligent human species that has taken root on this planet.
This is indeed all unfolding absolutely wonderfully. Even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined Atlas, the World Tree, would grow so large so quickly. It even puts the Indian Lostbelt's tree's explosive growth to shame. This will undoubtedly be the land where our god, the foreign god, descends upon this world. Oh yes, of that I'm absolutely certain. Nothing could make we 3 alter egos who have come here on behalf of the foreign god happier. It is unfortunate that one of us could not be present at this time, but no matter.
You have my pledge that I will do everything in my power to help you grow the world tree to maturity, and to ensure the foreign god's descent proceeds undeterred.
Aphrodite.
The foreign god? Excuse me. It's always foreign god this and foreign god that with you. Are your ears working properly? Did you not hear what Almighty Zeus had to say? He's the one who's going to save this world. There's no place for your foreign god here. Now remember your place and hold your tongue, foreigner, lest you say something you regret.
Demeter.
Now, Aphrodite, there's no need to let anger mar your beautiful face. Besides, you do well not to underestimate these gods from foreign lands, especially that monk there. Rumor is that he singularly drove the ancient land of India into a hellish cycle of reincarnation. So I'd be careful if I were you, lest he end up turning all of Olympus into Tartarus. Huh, Tartarus? Ridiculous! If you wish to joke, Demeter, save it for an audience who might appreciate your brand of humor. As for you, you have some nerve speaking of a foreign god in our presence. How dare you speak of a god from an alien planet, knowing full well we descendants of chaos migrated here from across the galaxy? Who do you think you are? You know nothing of Zeus's power. You know nothing of what transpired 14,000 years ago, at the moment of our Lostbelt began. You have no idea how Zeus's Thunderbolts utterly destroyed the foreign invader who came to kill all life on this planet. Who do I think I am, you asked? I'm me, of course. No more. No less. You insolent little... Wait, Aphrodite!
Pollux and Castor.
A moment, please, O goddess of beauty. If I may, allow me to remind you that we are all equally invested in seeing the world tree to maturity. Lord Kashtaria, the crypter says that, though our long-term goals may be different for now, cooperating is in our mutual best interest. Kashtaria Wodime? Oh, what's this? My, is this truly happening? You, the goddess of beauty herself, the arbiter of value for all humanity. Dating to take advice from a mere human? I never thought I would see the day!
That's enough, Limbo. A joke is only funny when the audience is receptive. So I suggest you be more judicious about playing the jester while in the company of gods, especially given that same tendency led to your failure in India.
You don't mince words, do you? I was merely trying to lighten the mood, but you're right. I did misjudge my audience. It seems my failure in India has affected me more than I realized. Forgive me, O gods of Greece. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty. Demeter, goddess of land. All-powerful Zeus, priestess Queen Europa. I hope you will accept this humble apology.
Oh, fuck. Limbo.
Oh my. I do beg your pardon. Not at all. I am the one who owes you an apology. I hope you will forgive my momentary surprise, O gods of foreign lands.
Limbo.
Don't be absurd, my illustrious Queen Europa. I am the one who has wronged you. Not at...
Silence, all of you. I understand your anger. I understand your impatience. But stay your tongues. There are some facts we must accept, no matter how humiliating they may be. Namely, the fact that without the Tree of Emptiness, none of us could exist. Our glorious Olympus's prosperity. We 12 Olympians' eternal reign. All depend on the Tree of Emptiness. This we must come to terms with, if we are to overcome the tree's hold on us. Overcome the tree's hold? Does that mean you plan to cut down the Tree of Emptiness?
As long as you grow the tree to full maturity, we have no objections as to what you do with it afterwards. But still, the very idea of overcoming the tree's hold is just... Are you truly capable of such a thing, Almighty Zeus?
Indeed. It is a task beyond even my all-encompassing power. Which is why I have formed an alliance with my sworn friend Kirshtaria Wodheim, the Cryptor.
Zeus, need I remind you that he is only a human? Zeus, you would still call that human your sworn friend?
Silence. Kirshtaria Wodheim, the Cryptor, is no ordinary human. One could well liken the mammalian humans. One could well liken the mammalian humans from proper human history to little more than sentient reeds. And indeed, Kirshtaria is sentient. But no mere reed could ever be that strong. So this is the Machina corridor of the great orbital shrine Olympia Dodona, huh? It's way too damn long if you ask me. How's a guy supposed to cross this thing and get to where he's going on time? Did they just make it to scale with the gods of Olympus or something? At this rate, I'm gonna die of old age before I get anywhere. Still, on a different note, I can't believe he's just letting me walk around like this unsupervised. Wodheim, I swear I can't tell what that guy's thinking. Now I feel like an idiot for keeping my guard up constantly, figuring it was just a matter of time before he sends someone to finish me off. I always thought a Cryptor without a Lostbelt would be worthless, that he wouldn't have anywhere left to go, and no reason to be kept alive. I was sure he was just going to take my serious light and be done with me. Was I wrong? I remember Director Marsbury said, "The serious light is the power to overturn the very world. Possessing it is what makes you a Cryptor." We studied every abnormality that could possibly occur during the 7 ages. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Let me stretch. We trained for every scenario we might encounter in the simulator. Team A was supposed to save the world, and our serious lights were supposed to be our trump card. But it's strange. When you think about it, we were never actually told exactly what the serious light is. Sure, they told us that they're even more powerful command spells, and that they produce more magical energy than the user could generate on their own. But the only one of us who actually knows when and why to use them is Wodheim. After all, he was the one entrusted with their timing. So, he should also be the only one who knows how the serious lights are really meant to be used. So then, why hasn't he taken mine? Ever since we came back to life, Wodheim's always said how the Cryptors are all equal in the foreign god's eyes, but it never occurred to me that he might actually mean it. Does this mean he seriously believes that? Damn it, what am I saying? There's no way he could. He's a noble. He's got to have an angle I'm not seeing. There must be something that only he knows. Something about the Sirius lights, the foreign god, the Tree of Emptiness, and why the Lostbelts can exist in the present day. Alright, Wodime, I'll find out what it is you're up to. Whatever it is you and Zeus are plotting, I'm gonna bring it to light. And if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna need a distraction that really stands out. Hello, we're a distraction.
You know, I was actually thinking.
Sorry, I had to do that.
I still haven't been punished for my failure with the Indian Lostbelt, right? So go ahead and punish me however you see fit. I can take it all.
I'm in.
Wodime.
Oh shit, he actually does say that. I didn't really read that next line.
Wodime, whatever it is, I can take it.
Give me a sec. Oh. That's strange. Okay, that was kind of a lag on that one. Let me do one again. Well, that is... Well, that's quite the lag. I hope I have not given you cause to mistake me, Pepe. We cryptors are colleagues, nothing more. I have no more authority to punish you than any of the others do. For the time being, Scandinavia Pepperoncino, let's just be glad you're alright.
You're sure taking all of this in stride. Not that I expected anything less, of course. But I still wouldn't feel right getting off scot-free. Why don't you at least take my serious light? Sure, I could probably save more face with the foreign god if I offered it up to them instead. But I couldn't care less about getting in either the foreign god or the alter ego's good graces. So here, hon, you can have my serious light. Make sure you make good use of it.
Thank you, Pepe, but there's no need for that. You can keep yours. The serious light has not been my responsibility since Team A ceased to be relevant. So no, you should hang on to yours. What you do with it is up to you.
I see. So Ophelia didn't happen to die after using hers. She died because she used her serious light. Would I be right in assuming that's what Marsbury had in mind when he put our team together? Not at liberty to answer that, huh? Now I get it. I'm starting to see just a little more of what your relationship was really like.
Despise me if you wish. You are probably right to do so.
Despise you? Now you're just insulting me, Wodime. I just think the fact that you're refusing to say anything just goes to show how much integrity you have. Up until this point, I still wasn't sure who was connected to what. But I think I'm starting to finally I'm finally starting to see how the pieces fit together. It never really sunk in before, but I guess we really are enemies of humanity after all.
I have to say, Pepe, your sheer mental fortitude never fails to surprise me. I'm amazed you can still smile like that under these circumstances.
Hey, it's the one thing I've got going for me. Though in my case, it's more despair than self-possession. But hey, the important things are that I'm alive right now, and what it is I need to do next, right? I'd never get anywhere if I spent all my time fretting about a past I can't change. So I'm just going to tell you this in the hope that it might lead to an even more fun future. You know how the disciples are always telling us that the foreign god wants the Lostbelt to flourish, and that the strongest one will become the foundation of a new humanity? Well, I'm positive they're lying. They're not planning on any of the Lostbelts surviving. While we've been hoping that one of the Lostbelts would become the next proper human history, they've got other plans entirely.
And why do you think that?
I heard it straight from the alter ego's mouth back when he was elated at the prospect of a seemingly assured victory. I swear, I never would have guessed his fondness for hearing himself talk would actually work in our favor.
I see. So you got Limbo to talk. Then I won't be responsible for what you've learned, and it won't violate my contract with the foreign god. That being said, Myorenji, I can't say anything more in response to what you've just told me. All I can tell you is that I am prepared to establish this Lostbelt as the new proper human history, and that I have done everything I can to see that vision made reality. I will use everything at my disposal to ensure this Atlantic Lostbelt becomes this planet's future. In the meantime, I want you to carry out your duties as a member of Team A in whatever way you feel is best.
Hey, you don't have to tell me. I was already planning to do whatever I wanted. Besides, I was never really into the whole King of the Earth competition thing anyway. But let me know if you ever need help with anything, alright? I'm not that much of an ingrate, you know.
Not that much of an ingrate, huh? Of course I know that, Pepe. You've been of help to me more often than you realize. You always described yourself as a cold-blooded killer, but in fact, you were always the most humane, always honored your obligations more than any of us. Oh, unless I am very much mistaken, there is a great deal of venom in your expression. Are you unhappy with what we've just discussed? Pepperoncino came to his conclusions based on what the alter ego said. There's no need to eliminate him. Nor did I tell the other cryptors of any foreign god's secrets. So as far as I can tell, there has been no breaches of contract here. Am I wrong? Everything is proceeding according to plan. To Keikaku. I mean, what? The Tree of Emptiness is now a fully grown catalyst, ready to bring your true form down to this world. Zeus no doubt means to use this energy for his own ideals. For my part, I have no intention of getting in his way. I promised him that I wouldn't fail. I promised him that I wouldn't, after all. I don't know where I said fail from. We agreed that though our positions may be very different, Zeus and I would work together to ensure that the Atlantic Lostbelt is fully completed. And I will not be going back on my word. Not after he trusted me enough to let me see him in a moment of weakness. I'm well aware, if Zeus's plan comes to fruition, the Tree of Emptiness's magical energy will be depleted, and the foreign god's descent will be delayed. Should that happen, I will be considered in breach of contract, and my life will be forfeit. But that is not going to happen, much as it pains me to say this as his friend. Zeus's ideals will never work, even if his plan is flawless. Once they fail, that's where I come into play. Don't worry, I'll see that my job is done perfectly. I value my life as much as anyone, after all. It'll be equally trivial for me to complete this Lostbelt and see Zeus's ideals realized. Or to conclude this Lostbelt and let the foreign god descend upon this world. The only unknown factor that could possibly pose an obstacle to either of those outcomes is Chaldea, and whatever course of action Yusei chooses to pursue. I only hope his spirit isn't yet broken. I'm counting on him to make his way here and once more throw him in... sorry about that. I'm counting on him to make his way here and once more throw himself into battle against me, so that I can conclusively demonstrate to him that his efforts were for naught. You're about to catch these hands, buddy. Alright. That was part 1. Ooh. That's the thing I need for Canis. So this is a 27... This Lostbelt has 27 chapters. It's almost 3 o'clock. Well, damn. Alright. Well. Let's continue. Once we do this section, then... Yeah. That'll be it for the night. Okay, Mash has to be a starting member. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah. Alright. Let's go in with Nero. Olympus reception.
It's been 2 hours since we left the storm border. Our comms still aren't working well, so we can't get in touch with anyone. I doubt the bounded fields our disguises are generating are... I doubt the bounded fields our disguises are generating are interfering with the signal, so it must be the magical energy in the atmosphere. I guess this means we'll need to head back to the border to tell everyone what we find out.
No need to rush, let's just take our time.
I agree. There are no hostile entities nearby. I don't see any residents of Olympus either. But going off the topographical information I was able to glean right before we landed, we should soon arrive at the city's western perimeter. We have to be careful as we make our way there, Senpai.
Foe, I am accompanying you, foe.
It's nice to see you in good spirits, foe. I don't think I've seen you this happy since Scandinavia. Is it all the magical energy in the atmosphere? Let me double check the readings.
No, I could just leave a small present behind here, a brown present, and no one will ever know, foe. That is why I'm happy, foe.
Let me double check the readings. The atmosphere's magical energy density is still on par with the Age of Gods from the Seventh Singularity. I'm not seeing any abnormalities in your vitals either, Master. Everything looks to be within normal parameters.
How about you, Mash? Are you doing okay?
Yes, I'm fine. The only difference is that my skin feels a little more sensitive than usual.
Her skin's more sensitive than usual. Okay, I'll get bonked for that.
While we're here, why don't we check to make sure our disguises are working properly too? Activating disguise mystic codes now. Everything looks fine.
Foe, I can't see what you're doing, foe.
Ah, what is it, foe?
I think he's saying they work perfectly. No, that is not what I said, foe.
I see. Thank you, foe.
Don't encourage him, foe. Foe!
Thank you, really.
Mash?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the disguises. We still don't know what Olympians look like, so I hope there'll be enough to let us blend in.
Foe. I'm sure... Well, foe has nothing to contribute, foe.
According to the instruction manual, these disguises get reference current Atlantean fashion. To simulate the kinds of clothes the Atlanteans presumably wore before they were banished. Da Vinci must have figured out that an advanced civilization like Olympus would probably be the same today as it was several thousand years ago. So I suppose whether these disguises are effective or not will depend on how accurate her simulation is.
Don't worry, Da Vinci knows what she's doing.
That's true. Da Vinci's inventions have never let us down yet. Alright, Senpai, let's keep going. Olympus's western perimeter should be just up ahead. Time to start our close encounter of the third kind with the local populace of Olympus in this fifth Lostbelt.
Foe! Here I come, foe! Damn, it looks so...
Okay, we made it to the city. It certainly looks very different than anything we've seen in any other Lostbelt. Compared to, say, the Chinese Lostbelt, which developed along its own unique path. This will seem much more in line with what we would think of as a developed nation in proper human history.
It looks just like a modern-day city.
It does, doesn't it? I got a glimpse of it from above while we were making our way down here. I still can't quite believe they've advanced this far.
Foe! Are there any automatic kibble machines, foe? Foe is starving, foe.
sorry. I didn't realize I was spacing out. Anyway, the local residents don't seem to be paying us much attention, so it looks like the disguises are working. As I thought, there's even more concentrated magical energy in the atmosphere here than there was in Atlantis, as much as there was in the Age of Gods. Although...
Good day, O glorious Zeus, blessed be his name.
Blessed be his name! Blessed be his name! Glory to Lord Zeus who are presiding over the sun in Apollo's stead.
Did you sleep well last night? Of course, thanks be to Lord Zeus who are presiding over sleep in Hypnos' stead. I'm glad to see you're all doing so well. Praise be to Lady Demeter for keeping you safe. Oh yes, you said it. The ambrosia was delicious again today. Ooh, ambrosia.
I just know it would help me be even more beautiful.
It's true. You were beautiful yesterday, and you're beautiful today, too.
I can feel Lady Aphrodite's protection surrounding me.
I'll just have to stop by one of the branch shrines later to pray to her. Looks like the philosophers are debating something on the sidewalk. We're so fortunate to have them.
Hey, wait up, Janice. You're going too fast.
Race you to the fountain.
Wait for me. Hey, you want to come to the Sacred Library in the East District with me? The Dean's Terminal is closing the university for the day, so they give us a lecture there.
I know what I'm saying. I'm actually getting a little tired too. Foe, this is creeping me out, foe.
It certainly seems like the local Olympians are accustomed to this atmosphere.
Oh man, I cannot. I'm losing my touch already. Ah.
I suppose this means this is a humanity from the Age of Gods.
Okay.
Still, all that being said, I'm amazed to see how much foot traffic there is here. Between the buildings and the roads, it really does seem like a lost modern city from proper human history.
Foe!
And what's more, everyone here seems so happy.
They do, don't they? Time to murder all of them.
Yes.
Foe. I'm going to find their nearest kibble machine, foe.
Don't worry, foe. It won't be a problem. We know we're still on a mission. We won't forget where we're from or why we're here. Besides, we have an obligation to pay close attention to how the people of this Lostbelt live their lives. Master, did you notice any familiar words in those conversations that we overheard?
You mean like Apollo and Demeter?
Yes, exactly. Demeter, the goddess of the land. Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty. And I overheard a few others as well. I'm not sure if they were talking about the gods of mythology or other people named after them. They could also be talking about divine spirits, heroic spirits, mechanical gods like in Atlantis. Or maybe there are other actual non-divine spirit gods here like Zeus.
Most gods here will probably be our enemies, but maybe not all of them.
I hope you're right. Now that Zeus himself has attacked us, it's only natural for most of the other gods to follow his lead. there should still be other gods like Apollo who will be exceptions to the rule.
Foe, that is wishful thinking, foe.
You'll let us know if you sense anything dangerous, right, foe?
Foe, you look out for yourself, foe. I'm just trying to snack, foe.
Alright, Senpai, let's start gathering information. We should be able to learn what we need by making close contact with the local Olympians and talking to them. Hello. May Almighty Zeus' protection be with you.
Oh, hey there. May Zeus and Hera's protection be with you, too. Say, I don't think I've seen you around here before.
Right. I suppose you haven't. I only just got here from the, countryside. I basically came from the edge of town, so I'm still not used to being around so many people.
Really? I'm pretty sure this is what it's like everywhere in Olympus. Then again, I've only been to the Shrine Town a few times, and it's not like I've seen everything the city has to offer. And hey, there were some less urban areas 10,000 years or so ago, so I guess that makes sense that there are still some districts like that now. So what brings you here? You just move in or something?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, passing through on a trip. Anyway, I don't know much about this area, so I was hoping you might be able to fill me in.
Anything you could tell us would help. Oh, is he with you? I'm guessing you're married or something. You definitely don't look like siblings. Hey, we're married to MASH.
We're
Foe, just roll it, foe. Oh, hello, cutie. You a squirrel? Or some kind of chimera pup? No, I'm guessing not. Anyway, I won't pry. I think it's great you're traveling, and I'd be glad to tell you what you want to know. This is the west side of the interstellar mountainous city of Olympus' 10th residential layer. Here, take a look. Doesn't the holy vessel ring crown Cronus? Oh god, that was quite the thing. Doesn't the holy vessel ring Cronus? I said clown. God damn, why do I keep messing up right now? Yeah, it's late. Doesn't the holy vessel ring Cronus' crown look beautiful from this angle? There we go, nailed it.
Cronus
I keep saying clown. God damn it.
Cronus' crown.
See the great shrine inside it up there? You'll never get such a great view of it over in the East District. That's great orbital shrine Olympia Dodona, the heavenly castle of our holy gods. Glory be to Zeus. And way up there, above the crystal mountains that provide us with unlimited magical energy. That's Atlas, the world tree. It used to be called the Tree of Emptiness, but Almighty Zeus gave it a new name. It's a miraculous tree made up of Zeus's glorious light, and it was a gift from some of the gods of a foreign land. You can see it real clearly from here, right? When it blooms, we're going to hold a huge festival right in this district.
Festival?
Well, sure, after all. That tree is what's keeping us alive after we were cut off from proper human history. I see. It's not every day we get travelers from around here. Or travelers around here. The last ones I met were a young couple, a lot like you two, about 200 years ago. Yes, that's it. You should be proud. There's nothing wrong at all with taking the path less traveled. I have absolute faith that the gods support us humans in all our vast diversity. Still, that being said, I don't have much I can teach you. Surely you had already learned about the crown and the world tree, right? No matter where you go, Olympus's endless bounty surrounds you. It's always been that way, especially over the last few thousand years, and it always will be. So there's nowhere in all of Olympus you can go where we aren't positively spoiled by the riches. Just look at all these glittering production towers. The ambrosia Lady Demeter bestows upon us every day. Things like hunger, illness, injury, and pain are all relics of distant past. What's that? Yes, that's right. 200 years ago. It was practically just the other day. Oh, damn.
My job? You travelers are funny. Jobs are those things people used to have to do to earn money, right? I'm amazed you still remember such an ancient concept. Are you history buffs or something? Well, I think that's wonderful. There's just something romantic about archaeology. It's such a shame that the gods don't like to talk about things that happened more than 10,000 or so years ago, and that there aren't more records of the past.
God damn. They have no needs for jobs anymore? Bruh. Oh, excuse me.
You must run into the same problems at every university and research organization. Me? Oh no, I don't go to university. I'm an artist. There's nothing that brings the gods more joy than the evolution of art and culture. I don't know what we would do without the gods. They watch over us, protect us, love us. Glory be to Zeus. Oh yes, in my case I study under Educational Terminal number 3 at the nearby Art Academy. Well, me and about 500,000 other students.
Damn, that must be a big university. War? Yeah, I've heard that used to be a thing. You could read all about it in the government records, libraries, and university archives. Oh wait, is their district one of the ones that doesn't have any big government offices or libraries? I'm amazed there are still places in Olympus bereft of the god's glory. Anyway, sure, I can tell you what I know. A long time ago, there were 4 great wars called Machia. The first was between Zeus's gods and Cronus' titans. The second was between Zeus's gods and the White Death. The third was between Zeus's gods and Gigantus. And the fourth was... Huh? The exile that took place a few thousand years ago? Yes, that was part of the fourth Machia, a tragic civil war fought between the gods themselves. The followers of the gods who lost, the poor people who did not accept the gods' protection, left Olympus and descended to Atlantis. Though another theory says that they left in search of their far-off homeland. Either way, it's all in the past now. Humans have never waged war with one another, and they never will. Oh boy, that'll be a time, right?
Yeah, it's great here. Every day's so much fun. I played all day yesterday, and I'm gonna play all day today too.
Man, what I would give for a life like that.
Hey, what kind of animal is that? A baby chimera? A lion?
Huh?
What'd you say? Is there anything we're scared of? Or anything that hurts us?
No. I can't think of anything like that.
Heck, I can't even remember the last time I heard words like pain or scary. Are you two in pain? Are you scared of something? You want to know more about the gods? You can't be serious, right? Is this a trick question or something? Huh? You're from the countryside. Do you know about Lord Zeus? I see. I had no idea there were still areas within Olympus bereft of the gods' glorious protection. Do tell where you're from later, okay? I'll let them know during my regular prayer at the branch shrine. I'm sure Lady Europa will take care of it once we bring this to her attention. You do know who Lady Europa is, right? Queen Europa is Lord Zeus's wife. She's a demigod who assimilated with Lady Hera, so she's sure to hear your prayers. Really? Don't tell me you didn't even know that. What about the branch shrines? You know, the places we go so the gods will hear our voices? Do you mean you don't even know about them? How the gods can hear us better than anywhere else? You poor children. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. But don't worry, the gods will watch over all of us equally. Glory to the great gods of Olympus. Glory to the ones who sit atop the great shrine in possession of the Cronus crown.
Hey, I said it right this time.
Lady Demeter, Lady Aphrodite, Lord and Lady Dioscuri, Queen Europa, Almighty Zeus. Glory to our guests, the gods of foreign lands. And to Lord Zeus's sword friend, Lord Castario Wodheim.
Foe! I heard a name I don't like, foe.
Castaria. I guess this means everyone in Olympus knows who Castaria is then. Oh my, do watch your tongue. You can't refer to Lord Zeus's sworn friend without a title. Oh, I'm sorry. That just slipped out. I don't mind so much myself, but you could end up on probation if one of the guards were to hear you. Probation?
You mean we'd be thrown in jail?
Oh my, this is even worse than I thought. I can't even imagine how underdeveloped the place you grew up in must be. You should really file a proper complaint with your local government office about this.
Yeah, because that always works.
Just to be perfectly clear, no guard would ever do something so barbaric as that. Lord Zeus has decreed that not a single drop of blood should ever be spilled in Olympus. Oh my, I can't believe there's still even one place in the city that uses language like that. This is just beyond belief. I'm just sorry, I was just reading a history book recently, and I guess I kind of got history mixed up with reality.
Nice recovery, Nash.
Thank you, Senpai. I just wish I hadn't had to lie to her.
Foe! Well, I just need some more food, foe. I need a kibble button.
Foe? Attention, my beloved Olympians! This is Queen Europa. I am speaking to you from the great orbital shrine Olympia Dodana. A revelation is upon us. A revelation is upon us. Oh my!
Foe, this seems very ominous, foe.
Foe? Quiet! Go on, stand up straight and pay attention. We haven't had an unscheduled public broadcast on the Great Shrine in hundreds of years. You know, you're not the first person who mentioned something that happened hundreds of years ago. Do you? Yes, of course I remember now. Hush already. This is the divine revelation. Intruders from the outside have infiltrated our interstellar mountainous city of Olympus. Be careful, my beloved citizens, for these intruders are extremely dangerous. Lord Zeus has sensed them here among you. There are two of them. These monstrous villains are from Chaldea, from proper human history. They are destroyers of worlds who have obliterated 4 other Lostbelts. These arrogant malefactors believe themselves this world's true inhabitants and look down their noses on our Olympus. We cannot peacefully coexist with such beings, so just this once you are permitted to use violence against them. You will recognize one of these loathsome Chaldea demons by the red marks on their right hand. Should you find them, it is Zeus's command that you kill them.
Freak!
Red marks on their right hand. Chaldea? No way. Are you two them? The ones from proper human history? Senpai!
Run for it, Nash.
Right. Hey, get back here. Lord Zeus wants...
Foe, and this is where we make our escape, foe. Thanks for the meal.
Eek! I This way, foe!
Foe! This is a long story segment. Wait, why are those two running off like that? Wait, are those the Chaldea demons?
It's Chaldea! The Chaldea demons!
It's Chaldea! It's Chaldea! The Chaldea demons! Eek! Get inside! Lock the doors! Hurry up! Don't let them kill you! I can't believe the demons of proper human history are here in our city! Somebody, get to the branch temple! Hurry! We're not gonna make it! Help! Somebody! 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 Kill the demons! Rawr! Blood. I'm just kidding. Hold it. This is as far as you go. We citizens of Olympus heard everything the revelation told us.
Please let us through.
Foe, do as he says, because he's got a big shield, foe. You people from Chaldea have been killing everyone in the Lostbelts, right? And now it's our turn. I have to say, it's still hard to believe. I would have expected you two to look more evil or something. I never would have guessed you'd actually look like a couple of sweet kids. Were you just trying to get us to lower our guard? I haven't done any combat training in a long time. I've never wished Lord Ares were still with us more than I do right now. We may have done away with concepts like jobs, labor, and professions a long time ago. What? Oh, freak. But we still do have soldiers. I may only be a reserve guard, but that's enough to let me don the armor of the gods.
Magical energy transformation? I can't believe a normal human is able to output so much magical energy. It's almost like a servant's master.
We need to distract them long enough to get away.
Right, I know. For this battle, consider this soldier a single servant class hostile. Initiate or to next combat mode. Setting output to maximum levels.
A black shield, huh? So that's Chaldea's weapon of choice. Very well then. Let's see if your shield can withstand my divine steel, you heartless, merciless demons.
Mash carry light, preparing to engage in combat with hostile entity.
Hurrah. Okay, yeah, I can't really scream that. On guard. Oh, finally we get to the battle. Damn, this was a long section. Let me see. Do 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 do. All right. So he recovers. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had to switch. Oh no. Let's see.
照準捉えました。ブーストストライバーニャ突撃します。確実に道を開け。皇帝の花道なるさすがトーン。
Let's hit him hard.
春の日差し花の乱舞開け。ヌクティアエドムスアウレアよ。歌えアクスカエレスティス。その愛はオーラのごとく。はっ世の見せ場だな。受け取るがよい。
つまり連中だな。他にやることないの？じゃあこういうのどうだ？つまり連中だな。他にやることないの？
これ直すがよい。トーンさすがだな。
Let's do it.
行くぞ。世の見せ場だな。
Alright. Give me a sec though. Just need to get myself another drink. Be right back. And I am back. Sorry about that. So let us finish the job. Mm.
道を開けやつ示弾装填します。春の日差し花の乱舞開けヌプティアエドモスアウレアよ歌えアクスカエレスティ世の
Hey, we got one.
Huh? He really is strong. And he said he was only a reserve guard who hasn't even trained in a long time. He's not giving us a single chance to escape. And then there's the sheer magical energy levels. They're on par with a servant.
Right.
No, if anything, they're even higher. Master, the hostile is extremely powerful. He's easily several times stronger than the Atlantis border guards. His overall combat abilities are the same as a heroic spirit, maybe even higher.
Sorry, Matt, just hang in there a little long. Stand back, Miss Kyrie Light. Reinforcements. Holmes, I was afraid of this, based on what we know of the Atlantis border guards. I suspected the people of Olympus may each individually possess as much magical energy as a heroic spirit. I swear, why is it always the predictions you most want to be wrong that turn out to be spot on? Foe, why are you here, foe? Give me a sec.
Holmes, what are you doing here?
Remember how the director was shouting right before you two left? That was because I had just suggested to him that I accompany you. So you've been nearby in your spirit form the whole time? Indeed I have. I had hoped that once my suspicions proved groundless, I could return to the border and continue protecting Da Vinci, Captain, and Director. But now that my suspicions have proved correct, it seems that is no longer an option. Baritsu!
Let's take him down together, Holmes. Please follow my lead.
Understood. I can't really scream that.
He blocked it. Now he's going to counterattack. But I should be able to defend, especially now that Holmes is backing me up.
I'm surprised at you. I never thought your attacks would be so soft. Maybe deep down you aren't really cut out for fighting. But you're still from proper human history, and Chaldea to boot. So I'll start by cutting off your arms. I use a defensive mystic code. Whoa, what happened?
Holmes?
Baritsu can be employed for defense as well as offense. At least, this is a damn sight better than what happened in Scandinavia. Miss Light! Wait, did he lose an arm? Run for it! And don't look back. I'll find some way to hold him off. So you care for your allies. So then, how? How can you bring yourself to destroy Lostbelts? I can answer that if you wish, but would there be any point in doing so? Would you put away your sword if I did? No, I wouldn't. I've wasted enough time talking. I'm a soldier. All I need to do is tear that spirit origin of yours to shreds. Prepare to die, insolent heroic spirit without so much as a drop of divine blood. Holmes!
Holmes!
We will win this. Moving forward is the only option we have left. On a long and despondent journey like this, none of us can afford to look back. Mash Light, Yusaku! Keep running and don't look back! Are you done prattling on now? Then die. Huh? Swords and voice.
Damn, you guys wasted no time kicking things into high gear. Couldn't have you been a little more elegant about it?
Huh? That voice.
This is the most prosperous of all the Lostbelts. A city-state ruled by real, genuine gods, right? So don't you think you should be a little more dignified in how you go about bearing your fangs?
Hey, Musashi! Who are you?
You wish to know who I am, soldier from the realm of the gods? I'm a wanderer who crosses between worlds. I let the wind take me where it wished, and now, in my death, I have become a servant. If you want to know more about who I am, then I'll gladly tell you. I'm a saber who's sworn loyalty to that master there. I'm the sword fighter who's going to cut you down with 2 drawn blades, 2 hidden blades, and 1 secret blade.
Damn, that's a lot of blades.
With my Niten Ichiru, I've achieved the mastery over the void. My true name is Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Call me Miyamoto Musashi. Eek, that was just too cool even for me.
Hey, it's our girl. I'm gonna use my Musashi. Should I use like Merlin or something? I feel like I have both Musashis in my party.
シュ行きます。
Let me see that. Let's go!
金曜栗から昇天書剣豪バットイシャナ大天書なんなん切り返せる。ま、お供示弾装填します。なんなん
つまり連中だな。他にやることないの？じゃあこういうのどうだ？
よーし、そこ狙うからね。
Okay. Us.
五輪の真髄お見せしましょう。任せて。前に出ます。二葉栗から昇天書剣豪バットイシャナ大天書
Woo!
なんなん照準捉えました。
Hey, match with the finisher.
空とはすなわち無の観念無念無双すら断ち切らん。なんておごりすぎか私。
Hey, we got another one. Maybe it might be enough to fully level Canis. I'm losing. How? They're just ordinary heroic spirits.
Too bad. He outclasses me in sheer ability and training, but he knows absolutely nothing about real combat. Forgive me.
Well done. I mean it. Will you tell me your names again, Chaldeans?
Miyamoto Musashi of the Niten Ichiryu. Mash Kyrielite, demi-servant.
Yusaku. Musashi, Mash, Yusaku. Olympus will never let you escape with your lives. We will kill you. On that, you have my word. Well, that's not a word you can actually keep now, is it? Foe, that's a lot of blood, foe.
Enemy hostile completely silenced. The battle is over. I wasn't planning to take his life directly. I'm sure you weren't. That's why I did it. There a problem with that, Yusaku?
No, well, yes, but it's okay.
Good. Now no. Good. Now do you know what we need to do next?
Get away from here as fast as we can, right?
Very good. Remember, you're in the heart of enemy territory now, so get used to making calls like that. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm so glad you're all okay. Did I manage to make it in time for the start of the adventure?
Of course, thanks, Musashi.
You bet. Whenever Caldea's in danger, I'll be there to help. I still have to pay you guys back for letting me stay there, after all. Anyway, I know we have a lot to catch up on, but right now we should focus on getting out of here. Like I said, this is the heart of enemy territory, so we don't want to stick around. Another way out of town, Mash? Another way out of town, Mash? Yes, I do. I'll secure an escape route right now. Great. I knew you had a keen eye for this stuff. How about you, Mr. Detective? Can you stand?
I can. It would seem the bleeding stopped as well. Thank you, Miss Miyamoto. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. It would also seem you're more right than you know. Take a look. Oh god, more of them. Foe! Let's get out of here, foe!
Multiple Olympian soldiers spotted. Master!
Mash, we need a new route now.
Right, but I'm afraid all three major roads have been blockaded. Then we can take the back alleys. They're nice and twisty. Perfect for making a getaway.
That would seem to make more sense than moving about in the open. But wouldn't our enemy be more familiar with the lay of the land than us?
True. That's why we'll just have to trust our luck when it comes to whether or not we'll run into anyone. If we do, we'll just have to cut them down and keep moving.
Okay, let's get going.
Right.
Alright. I guess this makes we're in the final part now, and then we'll end the stream here. This is usually a part where we usually fight more than one enemy, so I'm gonna need a good... Wait. Maybe I'll bring an AoE this time. Oh hi, I'm Riku Akamine. How's it going? You know what? This is an excuse to use the new Mordred and her new outfit from the Apocrypha event. And let me put regular Musashi back in here. Here we go. So how are you doing, Nakamine?
System. All check. 大丈夫ですから。マスター。さあ、しょうがねえな。
I like Morgan in her new outfit. It's actually pretty good.
我がシャウチ。我は王にあらず、その後ろを歩む。クラレント。クラッター。
Oh, they did have two enemies.
ひねつ。なめんじゃねえぞ。そこで寝てろ、永遠な。
Okay.
さあ、しょうがねえな。さあ、しょうがねえな。
Oh shit, she doesn't have any command
こ
cards.
ういうのどうだ？つまり連中だな。他にやることないの？じゃあこういうのどうだ？
手加減してやろうか。はい。これこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣、クラレントブラスト。
これでも勝ちは勝ちだよ。
Alright, we did it. Woo!
This is rough. I swear, is everyone in Olympus as strong as a heroic spirit? Because it sure feels like it. I'm not detecting any magical energy readings nearby. I think we managed to lose them for the time being.
I'll use a talisman to put up a concealment-bounded field. It's not much, but it should give you a moment to breathe.
You did great, Master. Master, you just ran the equivalent of a 1,500-meter dash at full speed. You should use this chance to take some deep breaths and replenish your oxygen levels. Would it help to sit down?
Let's see. No, I'm okay, thanks. Don't forget to rest up yourself, Mash.
I won't. Thank you, Master.
Oh, foe, I'm here too, foe.
Right. Thank you, foe. That's very considerate.
Foe, I just threw up over in the corner, foe, from all the running I did, foe.
I guess it wasn't just that first Olympian soldier who turned out to be incredibly strong. No, it wasn't. These people have all been powered up to an unheard of degree. It feels like humans were brought up to heroic spirit level while still somehow remaining human. And they're not just physically strong, their mental toughness is off the charts too. They didn't even bat an eye at losing an arm.
Yes, well, you can understand why they might be so fired up, as they say nowadays. They're fighting for their world just as much as we are for ours. No doubt they have their own loved ones they wish to protect here. It's little wonder they would put up such a tremendous fight. There was always a chance that we would need to fight our way through the local populace in previous Lostbelts. Now it would seem that possibly has become a reality. Meaning every person in this Lostbelt, that is, everyone who lives here in Olympus, should now be considered our enemy.
Everyone in this Lostbelt.
Zeus's revelation was extremely effective. From now on, we should consider the entire city to be on the lookout for us. Suffice to say, the Olympians are simultaneously innocents who depend on the Tree of Emptiness for their survival, and vicious enemies who will take any chance they can to end us. Yeah. Which is exactly why we need to hold our heads high.
Not we need to beat them more, we need to be strong, but we need to hold our heads high, huh? He really does have his head screwed on straight. I didn't even have to break out a pep talk. I guess they've both seen a whole lot of worlds in the time between Russia and here. Oh right, this isn't really the time to let our guard down and relax, is it? Besides, we don't know if these people can still hear us through the bounded field or not.
Honestly, LB 5.2 has a lot of reading and less fighting. Yeah, and there's over 20 chapters though, so yeah. They can't. Strong as they may be, the Olympian soldiers are still limited by their human perception capabilities. The defensive systems do seem to be able to sense magical energy, but given the sheer amount of found in the atmosphere, the addition of a few servants shouldn't draw any notice. So as long as we don't have, say, a divine spirit class spirit among our ranks, or they don't try to find us with something similar to a god's own eyes, we should be safe for...
Huh?
Oh god.
Mr. Holmes?
As I was saying, something similar to a god's own eyes could be able to detect the bounded field itself. A god, in this case, referring to any being that surpasses our common understanding of magecraft and the heroic spirits. In other words, something that's coming this way. Foe! Crap, foe! In other words, to a god or a being roughly on par with one, we would appear to be totally out in the open.
An enormous magical energy reading is headed our way. 30 meters, 20, 10. It's coming from the other side of the alley.
What the heck? That's like freaking Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim. It was humanoid. Just getting a screenshot for a thumbnail. It was definitely shaped like a human, but it was much too big to be one. It resembled nothing so much as a giant. Yeah, sure, I can probably do that. The sound of metal scraping together pierced the air. Holy crap. Intruders detected. Initiating elimination. It was a bronze giant. It didn't look bronze. Alright, I guess that's the end of Section 2. Oh, I should be able to fully ascend Canis now. Alrighty, folks. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll look at your support, though, but just give me a second. I'm going to have to end the YouTube segment here, though, for the recording. So, give me a second. So, yeah. So, this is all I'll do for now, though. It's already getting, like, pretty early in the morning now. Well, it's like 4 a.m. now, so I'm gonna end the video here, though. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to continue more again later tonight after I get back home from work. So, and we should probably have some more time to explore now too, though. So, yeah. Anyway, it's already off to a great start, and I'm interested to see what happens next. Alrighty, folks, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Alrighty, take care.